Um, when I lived in South America, it could be going back as much as 10 years ago. I used to film video and do photography and sell my video. And I've been doing video work since like the early 1990s, a long time. Like I knew people that did the NewTek video toaster, if you know what that is. And NewTek video toaster was a really hot product. So I filmed this guy who was a rapper. His name is Jordan Casanyas. And, every time I film, you got to come up with a different idea. For him, we bought some beer and some cigarettes, and we did like him smoking and drinking and doing drugs and rapping. And one of the things that happened is that we got all these videos of him smoking cigarettes, and he would break the cigarette up in his hand, and then he would re-roll it as if he's rolling some sort of a drug. And so I was going back to the United States, and I believe I had the videos either on my cell phone or on my camera. And one of the security guys asked to see my phone or my camera, and he went through my videos, and he sees all these videos of this guy doing drugs, and he's asking me what it is, and he didn't do it with me, like he's looking at all of the videos on his own, and he comes up and he's showing me one. What's this? And it shows like a guy holding drugs. It was just his hand. And I explained to him, I film video. He's an actor. He's actually a rap musician. But I said, we'll film him smoking and drinking and doing drugs. And I said, it's a cigarette. It's not actually a drug. It's just a cigarette. And the cigarettes that they use in South America, because it's a third world country, they're really cheap. They're not like American cigarettes. They're like smaller in size. Shorter, smaller in size. I don't smoke, by the way. But I'm going to smoke you. So, yeah, good job driving. So, there's too many tanks up there. I'm going to go this way. So, filmed all the videos, and I was disappointed that I didn't make any money with it. And it rained. I got a nice shot of the rain hitting him on the head. And it like hit him right here and it ricocheted off. It was pretty cool. Okay, so maybe this is not a good way to go because you don't have the flexibility. Like if I were up top, I'd be shooting at those tanks right now. We don't know where the enemy is. Obviously, it's very dangerous. Whatever I do is dangerous. Was I talking about the NewTek video toaster? So I'll tell you about the NewTek video toaster. So many years ago, when I was in college, I used to make a lot of money. Um, I used to sell computer components. Uh, I would sell computers and to television stations. This is when I was in college. Basically, what happened is I started my business writing an ebook. This was in 1993. I was one of the first people to ever publish an ebook. And I actually made like $10,000 selling ebooks. And I started selling computer components like hard drives and then computers. This guy called me up and he said he wanted to sell his computer. And I said, okay, I'll help you sell it. And maybe I don't know if he gave me a commission or something. I said, wow, it was so easy to sell. I'm going to do this. I'm going to sell computers. And I came up with a great idea. I would give people a brand new computer for their used computer. I would give them a brand new IBM PC in exchange for their Commodore Amiga, because a Commodore Amiga was used for video work. The TV stations wanted the Commodore Amiga, and I could buy like a PC for $900, and I could sell the Amiga for $2,000 or $3,000. So it was a really good deal. So I made a lot of money. I made tons of money. I made so much that I dropped out of school. Well, I didn't really drop out. I just requested permission to not attend school for a semester, and they granted it. But if they hadn't granted it, I would have dropped out. And that's how I started my business. Well, no, it was actually the ebooks. And I used to go to conventions, and I used to have like a table set up, and I would talk to customers and sell stuff. And I met a lot of famous people. Um, Penn Jillette is his roommate was the guy who created NewTek, that created the video toaster, and he made one of the first 3D software programs, which is Lightwave 3D. And because I knew them, I knew Dana Carvey's brother, which is why I didn't know him. And I didn't really meet him, I just sort of stood next to him. So Dana Carvey's brother is Brad Carvey. And Brad Carvey is one of the two engineers, I believe, that created the product, the video toaster. And if you watch the movie Wayne's World, there's a scene where Dana Carvey is giving this long speech, and he's wearing a NewTek video toaster T-shirt. And if you watch him do interviews, when he talks about his brother Brad, he talks about how he's an engineer and he can fix anything. He's talking about he also may mention that he invented a video product. He's talking about the video toaster. And I knew a lot of people that had them, and like I said, it was a hot product at the time. And so was Lightwave 3D. I thought Lightwave was a little difficult to use, but it had a lot of features. Animation Journeyman was another one that was spline based. I did 3D stuff all the way back then, so I know a lot about how, even though everybody in the forum, you don't understand the mechanics of the game. No, I understand the mechanics of the game, trust me. There were other people, like Dick Van Dyke used the video toaster, but I didn't get to meet him because I couldn't leave my booth. But and he didn't walk around to my booth. Sinbad, I may have seen him. He also didn't walk around to the booth, but he was at one of the shows. Went to a lot of shows. Oh, 63.57. One more game and I'll get it.